Sean Sewell with Engearment.com. Happy holidays. In this video, I intend to show you and go through the Chilipad Dock Pro and Chilipad Pro system, the new version. Let's back up a little bit. So you've probably already seen and researched Chilipad and other sleep products, and you've probably seen a few videos from myself and probably some videos from other people out there too, reviewing the Chilipad Dock Pro system. So I have a lot of experience with the Chilipad products, going back 3-4 years with the original Chili Cube and the Uller and then the Dock Pro system. Fast forward to May of 2023, and I just done a comparison video between two systems and went to go live, and then wanted to make sure my facts were correct before I did so, and reached out to Chilipad, and it was crickets, and it caught me off guard because I've always had a really good relationship with all the brands we work with, and I always want to make sure my facts are correct before I go live and just start spewing information, because that's really easy to do on the internet. But yeah, I got no response, and I waited a week or two, and then I started getting comments from viewers and readers in the audience saying, hey, I can't get a hold of Chilipad, I have a question on the setup, or heaven forbid they had a warranty issue or something happened to the unit and they couldn't get a hold of it, and they were contacting me to try and get a hold of Chilipad. Put me in a weird spot because I usually have a good contact relationship with the businesses we work with and review stuff for, and but this time I didn't. Apparently the business went through a major restructuring, and a lot of people let go, and business closed down and was down for many months. And so again, in a pretty awkward spot for myself, and trying to reply to people on YouTube and on emails and stuff, but I really didn't have much information to offer. So about 3 months ago, somebody from Chilipad contacted me asking for a meeting. So we did a virtual meeting. They hashed it out. They were totally honest. They're like, hey, we went through a really rough time. We had a lot of issues with customer service delays. We had issues with quality control. And we just got behind in production, and so we wound up changing the company, going in a different direction, addressing the customer service issues, addressing the product issues. And so they came to me asking if we could work together to do a brand new set of reviews on the new current offerings as of, what is this, November 7th, 2023. So 7-8 months later, after all the whole things went down with Chilipad. So in this video, I'm going to go through kind of, it's already been unboxed and used, but an unboxing video of what you can expect from the product, honest review of the new updated, better quality controlled products, show you how they work, and just kind of explain my experience with it. So hopefully in this video that covers clearing up the funk of the middle of the year, going into the new product and how it works and how it might benefit you if you're looking for a sleep system. So with that long-winded intro, let's get into it. If this is your first time seeing a Chilipad Dock Pro system, awesome. Let me literally walk you through it. So my wife and I and my dog Chloe use sleep systems. We use the Chilipad. We also have used the 8 Sleep. Both are really good products. And I have reviews on both, but this one we're going to focus on the Chilipad Chili Sleep system. So in this is a Me, which is going to be half of a king size bed. For the We, it would be 2 of these units. It would be 2 units I'll show you in a second, as well as the mattress pad. So this is the Me, aka half king setup. And what this is, if you haven't seen it before, is a mattress topper. And in this topper are filaments. Thousands and thousands, not millions of filaments that circulate water, distilled water at that. And the tubes right here. And these tubes will feed into the system that I'll show you here in a second. Installation is really easy. I'll show you a picture below of the dock, or the Chilipad Pro next to the Chilipad, so you get an idea of the size. And then the next step, once you get the mattress topper out, is you get instructions right here, which I recommend you read. I'm not going to, because I know how this thing works very well. You lift here, pull it up, And this is going to be the Dock Pro unit. Now that we have the main components of the Sleep Me, Dock Pro, and Chilipad Pro system unboxed, I'll show you a little more detail. This is the Chilipad Pro. So this is actually machine washable, which is really good thing to think about. You wash your sheets right, you wash your clothes. It's nice to be able to wash your sleep system. That's a huge plus. It's very soft to the touch. You don't feel any filaments or cables or anything. It's just very comfortable. It's like a cotton hoodie or polyester hoodie is what it feels like. And the material on the other side is, well, yeah, looks like a hoodie basically. And then right here is the elastic. This will go over the end of the bed, the bottom of the bed in this case. These straps go under the mattress. There's 2 straps right there. And then at the top, or I guess it could be the bottom, depending how you have it oriented and where you want to put the Dock Pro system, you will have the connection. So this is built in to the sleeping pad. And yes, you just tuck it in here when you're washing it and it goes away, and it hasn't been an issue before. So just tuck it in there so it doesn't bang around the wash machine and dryer. So tuck it in. And then there's only one way it can go. So this way, no go. This way, yeah, bro. So there it is, clicked into place. And then the other side clicks into the back of the Dock Pro. Boom, and click it into place right there. And then plug in the power, easy breezy. You know these cables, 110 AC if you're in America. Plug it into the wall. And then the next step is distilled water. Always use distilled water. This is the reservoir right here. Lid comes off. You fill it to the fill line. Put the lid back on. Line it up correctly. Come on. Lined up correctly. There are symbols right there to help you out. It goes only one way. There. Just one way, so you can't do it wrong. And you power it on, go through the prompts and set it up. There's a few ways to use it. Now this is a big thing to think about. Just like the big fact with this is it's machine washable. That's huge. The big thing with this is you can operate it through the app, which is a really good app, and I'll show you a picture of the app below, and I'll talk about it more in a moment. Or you can operate it manually, meaning you can turn it on right here, down temperature, up temperature, and keep it simple. Who that's going to be beneficial for is there's some people who don't want any cellular devices or electronic devices really in their bedroom. So cell phones are out, cool. You can still operate it manually, and or you can automate it, which is the third option, and just have it turn on and off and turn to certain temperatures automatically, which is a cool feature. So note that in your comparisons for shopping for a sleeping system. Machine washable, manually operatable, big deal. Also, given its size, it fits under most beds. I know they say not to put it on carpet, but we've had it on carpet for, that's how we use it, and it works fine. And it fits under the bed, which is again a big perk. I think I mentioned in one of my reviews that I ran into a different company, and jammed my foot up pretty good. So it's just nice to have things streamlined and out of the way. So some things to think about. Prices. So this Dock Pro with the Chilipad Pro for a half king is $13.50. For 2 of these units and a full king is $19.99. So that's the price point when comparing it to other systems. There's one more thing you might want to look into getting, and I think I did the first review on it. It is the sleep tracker unit. It's a separate device, and you'll need one per person. It's $200. So if you have 2 people, that's $400 extra. So you're looking at, if you're doing a king size bed with the sleep tracker, you're looking at $2,400. So again, taking note, as you're probably taking notes on which system to look at here, that is the price all in. And then you have the app itself. The app is $6 a month. That's good for 2 people. Again, comparing notes to different systems, that's a good deal. And with that paid app, you get a lot of cool features. Basically, you get the tracking, which is awesome. It tracks your resting heart rate, your heart rate variability, your respiration, deep sleep, REM sleep, and how long it took to fall asleep, if you woke up early than usual, and it comes with a few other little features that I don't really get into, so I won't talk about them. Let's get into the really cool stuff. So your resting heart rate is a good indicator of overall health. So, you know, there's a certain range, and I'm not going to say what your range should be, but for me, I'm looking when I'm sleeping to be below 60. 50 to 60 is a good range for me. If I go above that, that means I probably ate dinner too late, or I drank too much, or I'm stressed out. So that's a really easy metric for me to see to measure how I feel. An even more important indicator and measure is heart rate variability. If you don't know what heart rate variability is yet, I'll try and explain it in a nutshell. I'm a big fan of heart rate variability measurements for a lot of reasons. Wrote a paper with Pavel and a Navy SEAL on how to use it as a metric to train for the mountains, for skiing and snowboarding. It became a book and a seminar. We traveled the world teaching it, but I won't go too far down that rabbit hole. Basically, heart rate variability is a really cool metric that can show how resilient you are. So whereas resting heart rate, you kind of want it lower, right? You don't want 100 when you're sleeping. You want it to be a little lower. Heart rate variability, you want to be higher. So heart rate variability, just to give you some context, I'm usually shooting for 50 to 70 when I'm sleeping, and then if I'm doing meditation, I can get that to 90, 95, no problem whatsoever. Basically, heart rate variability is how much variability there is in a stroke of the volume of your heart, which is an indicator of how resilient you are and how well you're handling stress. Whether it's stress you choose to put yourself through, like exercise and activities, or stress from work, family, life in general. So heart rate variability, respiration, how often you're breathing. My metric, I'm looking for like 14, 15 respirations per minute. I can definitely get that lower with meditation, but that's just me sleeping, snoring away. Those are my average numbers if you cared, just to give you some metrics right there. And then measuring the sleep cycles. So it'll measure your deep sleep, and deep sleep is where the magic happens, where all the things get recharged and hormones, growth hormone, all this good stuff happens. And then REM sleep, rapid eye movement, that's where the dreams happen, the lucid dreams. And then there's just the awake or the other activity. So I can see if my dog kicks me in the ribs and I wake up for a couple seconds, I can see that on the chart. These things happen when you're sleeping with the dog in bed. But it's cool to see all these metrics, and $6 a month for 2 users is really fair price, I believe. And the cool thing is, if you like the app to do this, is it can adjust the temperature automatically based on it tracking you over the course of like 2 weeks. It can then make the best suggestions and choices for you to adjust the bed, not just once a night, but like several times a night, to maintain the best quality of sleep for you, which is really cool. Really, really cool feature. Love it. So I swear by it. I notice when I'm traveling different places, I get nice hotel rooms, not crappy hotel rooms, but my quality of sleep definitely decreases. And I kind of guilty of being addicted to the sleep systems. Having it cool you down or warm you up to improve your quality of sleep is just awesome. I consider it priceless. I think sleep is the missing ingredient in recovery and cognitive health as well as physical health. So I'm all in on sleep systems, as you can probably tell, because I have a dozen videos on different systems on our channel. But again, the price, you need to come to that conclusion if that's right for you. $2,000 for a full king-size bed setup, $2,400 with the tracking system that I mentioned, and then $6 a month for 2 users. So that is the price. Again, compare that to the other ones out there, and it's pretty much apples and apples here. But I'll try and wrap this up here. I'm really happy to see Sleep Me make a return. I'm really, really happy to see them doubling down on customer service, tackling that opportunity, and the quality control. So I'm really grateful that they got things sorted out. So now they're back on track to fulfill orders and support the customers. I can honestly go back to recommending them. I know back in May when things fell apart, and a lot of people were reaching out to me like, what's going on with Sleep Me? I can't get a hold of anybody. I have a question about a unit, or I have an issue with the unit, and I felt really, really bad. And I backed off and I said, I can't recommend going with Sleep Me, honestly, because I don't have any contact with them anymore. I have no customer support for you guys. I felt bad about it, so I went out and said, you know, I'd recommend not going with them. But now that they're back in business and I've had meetings with them and talked to them and seen their hearts back in it, I can honestly go back to saying, yes, I'd recommend it. My wife and I use the product and it's good stuff. And yeah, full disclosure, they did send this system over for us to test. I asked that they would because I didn't want to just do a review on a product I already had purchased. I wanted to do a complete test and review on the new system, the one that you would be able to buy. So this was sent to me, but it is not sponsored content. They're not asking me to say anything. They said, hey, would you give us a shot? Go with it. Don't need to run a script past us. Just do it. So here it is. This is my take on the new, as of November 7th, 2023 Sleep Me system. I'd recommend it. I'll put a link below if you do want to purchase one. That would be fantastic. If you get any questions, let me know. They have been rolling these out for at least the last 2 months, so if you purchase one in the last 2 months, it should be of the same quality and same consistency as the one that we are doing the review on. If you have anything you want to share with the audience, feel free. We love to learn from you guys and see how you're using this stuff and see what you learn and how you use things, and just, you know, share. That's what we're here for. I'm Sean Sewell, the owner and director of Stoke for Engearment.com. Until next time, take care.